Hello everyone, this is Don again. In this training video, I will be covering the events, calendar of events on component on your website. Um, let's get started. First of all, on typically everybody's site, you do have a calendar component that allows you to create events and promote events in your store or on your website, anything of that nature. Um, it's an optional thing. Again, it's either you can turn it on or off. But to use it, you'll want to, one, take a look at it. And of course, this events calendar is not very well, it's not, I shouldn't say, it's not designed or styled to that much. Yours, of course, may look a little bit different, based off the design of your site, but the functionality is the same. So here is on this calendar, just looking at the front end, you notice you'll get a little bit of a pop-up to show you what the event's about. If you click on this event, you'll see that it does have more information, as well as you can make links, content, and everything else, and I'll show you how to do that right now, as well as you can search and jump to months here to see your different events by week, by month. On the back end, if you're logged in, your domain name, and then go to Forward Administrator, log in with your username and pass. If you don't have that, contact your project manager or call us at the office and we'll get you set up with that. But you'll see that there's an events calendar icon here on the control panel. You can get to the events calendar component by clicking here, or if you go to components, you'll see events, manage events, and categories, and so on and so forth. Let's just get there right now. These are all the events. Now, there are already a bunch of events created on this site because it's been the training site. For example, there's one here called Philip's Halloween Party. If we click on it, we can come in and edit and change, as well as if we want to, we could even unpublish it and maybe make it happen next year. This one's basically come to the big Halloween party this weekend. You can add more text, whatever. And what he's done is he's just created an event. Now, if we go to the calendar tab, you'll see that it happens every week on Saturday. And in reality, since this was a holiday of Halloween, you probably want it to happen just one time per year and by day number. And Halloween happens to be on the 31st of the month, so that's the date that it was going to be started. And if we go here, we'll end it in 2017 or 2030 or something like that. So that way it's not going to end for a long, long time, but it will display by day number one time per year. And let's go ahead and hit save so we save this correctly and we'll see the change on the front end. So let's refresh. And of course, we're not in October right now. We are in September. But if we go to the next month, you'll see in October 31st, now is Philip's Halloween Party. I just wanted to show you a quick thing. If you come in and edit them, you can change them and do whatever. We're going to go ahead and create a new event is what we're going to do. And this new event, well, prior to us creating that new event, I want to take you to the components, events, and categories. Here's where you can create categories for your events to help you keep them organized. So say, for example, maybe your store, and in your store you have a bunch of different reading, book reading times that you promote and have kids come in for storytelling or book reading, and you may have different age levels, maybe a book club, something like that. So you could actually create a category here. In this case, this one's called Story Time, that was already created. But to just create a new category, you would just hit the new button, and here you would create it. So I'm actually going to create a category for this demonstration, but I'm going to say that I'm also a hobby store. And we do, say, hobby classes. So I'm going to say hobby classes. Okay, and going to use the same thing for the category name too. I'm going to leave the image blank, and I'm going to give it a description. I'm just going to say here at Out of the World Toys, which is the name of our fictitious training site. We have many different classes on hobby projects. Categories. Something of that nature. And again, if you've gone through any of our training sessions or watched other videos, you'll see that this WYSIWYG editor allows you to insert images, everything like that, as well as edit in source code, do styles, everything of that nature. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit save now because I now have this new category. Oh, I forgot to choose color. That's okay. Well, you can also choose a color to help define them, separate them apart. So you could choose some color that's appropriate maybe for hobby classes. I don't know. It's just more of a categorization and colorization through, yeah. So next, let's go back now. Oh, we'll see that let's publish it. It's unpublished at first. I just want to go ahead and publish it. Let's go back to the events, and now let's manage events. And let's create a new event. And the first event that I'm going to create is the Modelers Club. Get together. Okay. And I'm going to assign this to my hobby classes. It's going to be public. Now the reason, there's also access levels, and I know we've talked about this in other training session videos and training sessions in our help documentation, but what we have some stores doing is they're actually creating user accounts that are for their employees on the front end and of special type, not just registered but special, and that allows them to see like employee events or dates or schedules on the calendar to keep so that they know when they're scheduled to be working, and then they can they can assign, in the category, they can actually create categories for their employees that they'd be able to see. So you can also do it on a category level too, as far as access level. So it's we've got people using it for many things, and also for the manufacturers, they're using the calendar to show what trade shows they're going to be at, as well as on their B2B sites, they're showing when specials are going to be announced or upcoming specials. The calendar gets used for a bunch of different things. So it's pretty flexible. So next here on this event, I would put in some description. The Modelers Club is a group of like-minded model hobbyists. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I am not the best copywriter or speller or typer. So Models Club is a group of like-minded model hobbyists. Again, with this WYSIWYG editor, you can insert an image. So I'm going to go ahead and insert an image now. Well, actually, I'll do this. Let me put my cursor where I want it, just to get the idea across. And then I could browse the server, find an image that's appropriate for me that I want to use. Let's see. Let's go ahead and choose this image here. Let's reduce its size. And you can give a representation of one of the size that you're reducing it to. And let's align it left. Say OK. I'm just going to put some text in here so you get the idea. Okay. You can also, create the links to different maybe products or categories on your page. Maybe you have a sign up in the shopping cart that they would need to fulfill and pay for to reserve a seat in this club, or they could buy a model or something like that for the specific whatever. You can be as creative as you want. Here you can also say the location. So this could be the location in the store. Maybe you host this at some other location out of the store, as well as the contact. You could say the contact is, Bob. You get hold of Bob, and you can, maybe call at 503-434-9705, and maybe his email address, bob at outoftheworldtoys.com, and just contact information, extra information if you want to put in here, you can. Again, it's all optional. A lot of this you can just put right in this page here, a lot more flexibility. Now let's go to the calendar itself, and let's say this model club gets together every Saturday, okay? And let's give it an end date. So we have a time range. So it's a time range that this event is going on. And let's go ahead and just say that we do this every Saturday. Friday, Saturday, and start time is at, let's say 11 a.m. and goes to 1 p.m. Then that's pretty much setting up your time. So every Saturday from 11 to 1 is your model club. Hit save. Oh, let me just do a double check really fast. Yep, hit save. Okay, so your modelers club get together is there. If we go to the front end now, and let's go ahead and refresh, you'll see 11 a.m. modelers club get together, and it'll, if I mouse over it, I'll have the date and the start and finish dates and what time. And if I click to open it, you'll see that, oh, there's more information here. And 11 p.m. Saturday of each week, the text that I put in there, and here you can see, oh, that's Bob at Out of the World Toys, the phone number to call, that's who to get a hold of. Go back, takes me back to the calendar. Pretty straightforward. Again, it allows you to do, you can be as creative as you want to with the calendar. Style-wise and look, we do style it to match your site. We can do extra styling if necessary, but for the most part, we match up with what we've come up with your site. This one we didn't do, so it's looking a little odd. Anyway, that's the end of this training video for events calendar. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, if you be sure to check out our other training videos, or from the back end, if you click on the help link button, it'll take you to our help documents where you can see more about this component. If you scroll down, the events calendar, and you can see the different ways. It pretty much covers what I did right now to help you create more events and use your events calendar to your best intentions. Thanks, and be sure to check out our other videos.